watch what's approaching. The supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? This was requested quite a bit in the past and finally came around to showcasing this unit, but when is this guy actually going to, number one, get an upgrade in terms of a Dokkan Awaken or whatever, and also a category, because this guy does not have a category yet. So the caveat to this is basically the Android 13 unit, the strength type, recently did get a Dokkan Awaken with the release of the transforming Android 13. So, you know, things could certainly happen at some point. It's just a matter of when. But back to the original point, let's go ahead and check this unit out and see how he does. Again, this was requested quite a bit in the past, but finally just came around to it, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. If you do, certainly leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. So this is the Baba Shop Super Strength Type Krillin unit. Leader skills Ki +2 when HP is 30% or above. Super attack causes immense extreme damage. No, what am I saying? Immense? Come on, get out of here with that. Causes extreme damage and lowers defense. The passive skill, damage received -50% when guard is activated. And then in terms of links, Golden Z Fighter is +2 Ki. Turtle School is attack increase of 500. Defense increase of 500. Courage is +1 Ki. Best Buddies, Ki +1. And Rival Duos, 10% increase to attack. Attacked enemies, defense -15%. At 100% potential, you're looking at the following stats. HP of 10,203. Attack is 10,113 and defense is 6,941. Total Ki multiplier is 125%. Again, this is available as a purchase in the Baba Shop for 300 of the incredible gems. And given that this unit came out in March of 2016 and still has yet to get an upgrade, I mean, it just blows my mind. And the fact is, this guy is still yet to get on a category. So Bandai, if you're listening, make that shit happen ASAP. Come on, just go ahead and do it. I know people want to use this unit, and let's go ahead and switch over and talk about the Android 13 unit from the Baba Shop as well that recently got a Dokkan Awaken, because that actually does provide some color as to what they could potentially do to some of these units that eventually do get a Dokkan Awaken. So the strength type Android 13 unit that you can also get from the Baba Shop for 300 gems is super attack, causes extreme damage to enemies, so similar type of damage multiplier. The passive skill is also pretty similar, damage received -30% when Ki is 8 or more. However, with the Dokkan Awaken, the super attack did change to ability of raising attack and defense and causes supreme damage to enemies. So not only did the unit get upgraded from extreme to supreme damage, but also the ability to stack attack and defense with every super attack. Now the passive skill is where the biggest change happens. So reduces damage received by 40% when Ki is 8 or more. On top of that, attack and defense increase of 130% when facing an enemy whose name includes Goku, Vegeta, or Teen Trunks, plus an additional attack and defense increase of 70% when your team has Android 14 and 15 attacking the same turn. So of course, Android 14 and 15 were the free-to-play units that came out along with the transforming Android 13 as well as the upgrade for this guy. So as you just listen through it, I mean, quite a bit has changed. I mean, you went from 30% damage reduction to 40%, along with that attack and defense increase went up by 130% based on the enemies, and then depending on who you have on the attacking turn, another further attack and defense increase of 70%. So given how basic Krillin's stats are in terms of skill sets, the opportunity for what kind of upgrade to be expected could actually be quite good. Considering, I mean, if you do a side-by-side comparison, I mean, it's similar in a way. I mean, Krillin does have that damage received -50% when guard is activated. Along with that, you know, lower defense is part of the super attack. So if they actually did implement a Dokkan Awakening for this guy, I could see something like causes supreme damage and greatly lowers defense as part of the super attack, and then passive skill, you know, maybe improve on this. Maybe instead of guard is activated, like damage received by 50% at a high chance to whatever, you know, kind of stuff, and then build in like attack and defense increase based on having Goku on the team and certain types of enemies facing in the battle, you know, that sort of setup with secondary passes and all that. But I mean, they really need to make this happen because there are a lot of units in the Baba Shop that are still waiting on that Dokkan Awaken. I mean, you've got the Tech Yamcha, the Agility Chaozu unit, you've got that Intelligence Super Saiyan 2 Gohan unit. Of course, that guy, a lot of people thought he was going to get a Dokkan Awaken with the during the 300 million downloads with the release of the LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan unit, but it never happened or came to fruition. But you know, a lot of things need to happen in terms of Baba Shop improvements because there are some hidden gems there, and I think all they need really is an upgraded, you know, skill set. As long as you get that, I mean, I think they could actually become pretty good. Now, as you see throughout the video here, the attack stats for this unit is pretty horrendous, and it's obviously not surprising because at the end of the day, the only benefit this guy brings from the passive skill is the damage reduction of 50% when guard is activated. So he's not providing any sort of attack boost himself. I mean, you really have to rely on other supporting units on the rotation to provide that extra boost toward attack. So again, the Android 13 unit got 130% to attack and defense, along with that, based on conditions, a further 70%. So you are looking at a pretty substantial amount of upgrades just from that unit alone. So I would imagine if they eventually gave this guy a Dokkan Awaken, this guy is going to be wrecking some shit. You know, he might not be the best unit in the game by any means, but I think he's going to be a lot more usable. And the fact that it is a Krillin unit is going to make things pretty interesting. I mean, obviously we do have that Intelligence Krillin unit that is also very good and free to play from the Battlefield medals, but again, this guy has been around for a long time, so I don't know if they released the intelligence version to make people forget about the strength version. Of course, it's because of the same name and all that, but they did pretty good with the intelligence Krillin. So why not do something good with the strength version? You know what I mean? Like, it would be great if they actually upgraded this guy because it's long overdue. I mean, again, this guy came out in March of 2016, so we're looking at a very long time since the release date, yet never got a Dokkan Awaken max level 100 without a category. So, you know, give him some love, show him some love. I mean, he's been sitting around waiting for his time to shine, and eventually that's got to happen. You know what I mean? So hopefully they do that at some point. I don't know, maybe with the 5-year anniversary coming up, they'll like Dokkan Awaken all the Baba Shop units or something. I highly doubt that, but excuse me, it'd be great if they did. I mean, there are so many units that could benefit from upgrades, and you know, we'll go through it. Like, I'll eventually get through showcasing the rest of the units, like the Tech Yamcha unit and Agility Chaozu and whoever. I mean, I don't. You know, I can't remember who all the list of units are available in the Baba Shop as of right now. Let me actually look that up, though. You did see the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta unit showcased not too long ago. I did do the Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku that Dokkan Awakens into the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. We did that a while back. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's been done. The Supreme Kai, that was one of those units that I ended up rainbowing a while back. It's pretty much wasted orbs, but that's a lot of fun. That would actually be pretty funny if that guy got a Dokkan Awaken. I mean, there are a few that did receive them, but there are also quite a few that are still waiting for that awakening. So eventually, I would assume that'll happen, but I think Krillin should definitely be one of the first candidates to be able to get that. I mean, again, what hurts this guy really is the fact that he doesn't fall into any category. I think as long as he fell into like 2 or 3 categories that are somewhat prominent, I think this guy would certainly benefit. And similar to the skill sets that Android 13 received with the Dokkan Awaken, this guy could definitely be a viable option. I mean, damage reduction of 50% with upgraded stats and skill sets could definitely be beneficial in certain events. You know, like, I mean, Super Battle Road, this guy could be useful. He just needs an upgrade. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Now, he's probably still useful to a certain degree with the damage reduction abilities, even on SBR right now, but imagine this guy getting a similar treatment to the Android 13 unit. It's probably going to excite a lot of people, I would imagine. So you know, with that being said, only Bandai knows what's gonna happen in the near future. Maybe they have a plan in works for this guy and the rest of the Baba Shop units, but they really need to roll out some Dokkan Awaken. So hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it does happen sometime, and I'm sure a lot of you guys share the same resentment with that. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video for the showcase. Thanks for watching. Definitely stay tuned for the next one, and I'll catch you guys later. All right, peace out.